In the year 2386 on the cultivation calendar, science has brought wonders to the world, and people all around Huashu are practicing cultivation. As the citizens are enjoying their moment of peace, the demon lord invades the city of Huashu in the form of a giant frog and wreaks havoc. A magic squad is quickly deployed to fight the monster, and they attack the toad in unity, but it does no damage to him, and the giant frog eliminates one of the members of the magic squad. The creature chases Joe with his budget Kamehameha, and while escaping from his attacks, he sees Wang fooling around with a bag of snacks and tells him to go back home after saving him, as he has a monster to eliminate after. 10 years later, Joe is now known as the hero that saved Huashu, and Wang goes to school on the first day of the year. Some seniors try to bully him to get his money, but Wang saves him by attacking the bullies with a golden beam. They are sent flying away, and Wang extends a helping hand to Wang, but he just gives her some money and goes to mind his own business. To enter the school, there is a test devised to check the spiritual force of the students, and the ones with excellent scores will go to the elite class. In the test, the students have to hit the spiritual force of the Demon King that invaded 10 years ago, and the examiner tells the student not to worry, as the Demon King is safely held captive under the campus. The students get going one by one, and it is revealed that the school uses the giant frog as a test, and every year, the frog secretly absorbs more and more spiritual force to break his seal, and he is really close to his goal. When it's Wrong's turn, she quickly jumps to the top of the leaderboard by more than double the margin. Next up is Wang, who thinks that he will just use a little amount of power and not overdo it. Seeing Wang approaching him, the frog remembers how he knocked Joe down in the past, but as he was about to kill him, Wang defeated him with a single kick and got back to eating his snack. Before attacking, Wang takes his power to the absolute lowest and pretends to try hard, and the giant frog screams in terror as if Wang hits him, his soul and spirit will get destroyed. Even though he used the least amount of strength possible, Wang still ends up destroying the frog spirit and wonders what happened to the frog, as he thinks that he barely touched him. All the students look at the scene in awe, and the remaining spiritual force of the frog turns into a spiritual frog and gets away. In the first class at the school, the teacher teaches all the students how to summon spiritual beasts, and tells them that the strength of the summoned spirit will be based on their spiritual force. After completing her lesson, she instructs the students to try to summon something, and Chen eagerly gets up to give it a try, only to end up summoning a girlish magic wand. All the students summon weird-ass stuff except for Wrong, who summons the spirit of a stray dog. Knowing his power, Wang refrains from summoning anything, but when the teacher forces him to do so, he just uses a drop of his spiritual forces, and ends up summoning the Demon King, Giant Frog. The teacher attacks it, using the dog skeleton that Wrong summoned, and it turns into a green dog. As everyone in the class goes crazy over the dog, Wang silently leaves the class. When Wang was born, he crawled out of his mother's womb like every normal child, and scratched his butt in front of his father like a true Chad, causing him to pass out from shock. When he was a little child, he had already gained consciousness, and could even hear people's thoughts. His father wanted to buy a sword and told his wife that he wanted to buy it for Wang, but he just wanted to use it for himself. Wang's mother had searched for a counterfeit fake sword online, and Wang was given the first dilemma of his life, as if he doesn't take the sword, his parents will annoy him to death, and if he takes it, he will accidentally break it with the spiritual force springing forth from his fingers, and his parents will have a fight because of it. In a minute, Wang thought of 1 million scenarios for the best outcome, and pissing himself turned out to be the best solution. He always acted like a normal child in front of his parents, but at the age of 6, he finally used his godly energy to defeat the Demon King. Since his parents secretly saw him doing the deed, they all agreed that they needed to find a way to hide Wang's power. His father used an amulet on him to contain his spiritual force before he went to school. However, his power is so much that the amulet fails to work perfectly, and Wang's father promises his wife that he will make a better amulet in some time. This dilemma of being overpowered as F always plagued Wang's basic life, as he accidentally burned down the entire house once while trying to blow out the candles on his birthday cake, and he was so strong that everyone who touched him was sent flying away. His mother secretly gave him spiritual pills that reduced his power and that helped him finally go to school. When he goes to the school one morning, there is a campaign going on about who will become the student president. Wang isn't interested one bit in that, and just wants to get himself some packs of dry noodles. Someone who works for Wrong buys the whole snack shop and tells the student that they can get any item for free if they vote for her. The students chastise him for using her money to get votes, but Wang could care less about that, and agrees to vote for her if he can get 5 packs of noodles. Wrong agrees to it, and to appear good in the public eye, she tells all the students that they can get the items without having to vote for her. Hearing this, everyone rushes to get the free items, and when they do so, Wrong uses a spell to make everyone who accepted her gift become her fan. Obviously, it didn't work on Wang. He feels bad that he got 5 packs of noodles for 1 vote, so he gives her his mother's gold pill to make it even. In class, the teacher teaches all the students the art of seduction to make people do their bidding, and since Wrong did the same thing, she thinks that the teacher might have caught her scheming. As he continues teaching the students, Wang signals to Wrong that the dry noodles tasted good, but she thinks that he is telling her to eat the gold pill. She does so, and everyone under her spell breaks free from it since eating the pill reduced her spiritual force. The teacher then asks Wrong to demonstrate the spell he just taught, but she is feeling so weak that she struggles to get up and ends up tripping because of a can. Luckily, Wang stops her from falling, but lets her drop to the ground anyway when the teacher tells him to demonstrate the spell. The teacher calls Zhou to tell him that Wang really is special, and Wrong, who is now obsessed with Wang because of the seduction spell, can't stop thinking about him.